Welcome to the Hopewell Vibe Thanksgiving edition. I'm Josh.
I'm Tyree.
And today we're wearing normal clothes because Thanksgiving is next week.
Gobble, gobble.
Today we're talking about the new vice principal. Did you know we had a new vice principal?
No, I didn't know we had a new vice principal, but I would like to get to meet him. Did you know?
Yeah, I seen him around the hall a couple times.
Let's talk about it.
A few weeks back, our one and only vice principal, Larry Cherry, became a lead principal to another school here in Hopewell. With that vacancy, a new vice principal was brought in. Meet Mr. Ferguson. When talking to Mr. Ferguson, we learned a lot. Here's what we discovered.
Sure. So before here, I was an assistant principal up in Powhatan Middle School. And prior to that, I worked in Chesterfield for several years through varying degrees of school leadership. And now I'm here.
We asked Mr. Ferguson why he became a principal. Here's what he had to say.
So this is year 5 for me in school leadership. I wanted to get into this work because leadership is something I've kind of always pursued. I was in the military prior to this, and I enlisted there and then pursued a leadership opportunity and became a commissioned officer, and it's just kind of been my career track. Personally, I like having the ability to influence larger scales of people, so when I got into the world of education, it was something that allowed me to interact with more students, to interact with more teachers, and try and have a positive influence on as many people as I can.
With the many great abilities that Mr. Ferguson can bring to the table, we asked him to share something positive about being a principal.
I think one of the best times I look back to for me is starting with a student my very first year in administration. She showed up and was just a train wreck of a student, in trouble all the time, kicked out of class, getting in fights, and I worked with her just close. I mean, she just needed a little love and support, and I was able to work with her, and by the time she left out in 8th grade, she was our student of the year, and she had great dreams. It was kind of awesome experience to be a part of that, and she gave me a little note. I keep it on my desk, just kind of reminded me of the influence I had, so.
Then we asked him what were some challenges of being a principal.
For me, the most challenging part of being here is coming in new mid-year, right? Like, I don't know anybody. Y'all know what's going on. I don't know anybody. I'm learning, you guys, the students, I'm learning the teachers. And so not knowing anybody makes it really difficult because you guys don't know me. So when I walk around and say something, everyone looks at me like I'm a crazy person. So just getting situated here, I think, is probably the hardest part.
Finally, we asked him to describe himself as a person and as a principal.
I try and be very laid back. I know just in general, everybody's coming at things a little different, right? Everyone's got different experience, different backgrounds, different baggage. So for me, I always try and keep myself pretty level. If you guys, I think, in general, if you guys ever hear me yell, something's gone wrong. It's not my nature. And that's kind of me outside of life too. I'm a little more loud than you guys see me here. Like I said, I came up Army, so I think out there, my language gets a little bit worse, but that's it.
All in all, our new vice principal is a great addition to our school. Welcome to our school, Mr. Ferguson.
First, right now.
Now it's time for Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Thanksgiving edition. Gobble, gobble.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I've tried this several times. No, but I'm going to try again. Come on.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, no, one of the people?
No. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I hope so.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Yes.
Okay.
Simple question, right? Okay, what is it?
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa did. It was a self-portrait.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Yeah.
Okay. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
don't I know this?
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Yep.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Correct.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know.
That's an actor.
I know who it is too. Oh no, I forgot.
You guys think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Good job.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Correct.
Mona Lisa herself.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh yeah, I did learn that in history class.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I'd hope so.
What is the square root of 16?
I'm not sure.
Now it's time for Stat Spotlight featuring Mr. Johnson.
So my name is Mr. Johnson. I'm a social studies teacher in room 205. This semester I'm teaching U.S. history to 11th graders. I really like history and social studies. It's something that I'm interested in particular. But as far as doing it as a job, I really feel like there are things that affect students and when they get to be a quote-unquote citizen. Things that they need to know about how the world works and how to be involved in that and have a voice for themselves. Yes, I am. I've had various positions here. I've been a tennis coach. I learned a lot about tennis and sports. I haven't been able to do that since COVID because COVID kind of knocked out sports, and also I have a child at home. So I've learned a lot through sports and also especially through projects that I've done with my students. I've seen a lot of creativity come out of my students in the projects that we've done. And I would encourage people to come by my classroom because there's a lot of really great student work displayed in the hallways there. So I have a bachelor's degree in history. It's something that I've always been interested in, even from the time that I was in high school. I really loved learning about history, debating historical topics in my class. Followed that in college. Graduated from UNC Chapel Hill with a history degree. And since then I've also gotten a master's degree, and that was not really about the historical stuff. It was about how to be a leader in school and how to bring things up in a constructive manner to get problems that you see fixed in a good way. I think my colleagues would describe me as a hard worker. Especially when new teachers come here, I share all the materials I've made in my 21 years of teaching with them, and try to see what they're developing as well. But I try to collaborate. I think we have a really good sense of collaboration in the social studies department.
Now it's time for the sports section featuring Emmeline Franco.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sports Center here at the Hopewell Vibe. We are here to talk about all things sports. I am your host, Emmeline Franco. In this week's segment, we are here to talk about football. Our Hopewell Blue Devils went up against Booker T. Washington last Thursday, November 9th, for their first round of regionals game. Our Blue Devils were able to push their way to victory, and they ended up winning 34-17. Now let's hear from some of our players and their opinions on their first regionals game. Patrick Scott, congratulations on your amazing touchdown. We had all our jaws drop on the floor with the way you threw. How do you feel about that?
Good. My teammates helped me to get that touchdown, so I really give the thanks to them instead of myself.
All throughout the game, I noticed that Booker T wanted and was persistent on trying to score touchdowns. How can y'all's defense prevent that from happening moving forward?
Moving forward, we just got to play as a team. We got to work harder. It takes 4 quarters to win. So, you got to play. All Jasmine Briggs.
This Friday, you guys are going up against Hermitage High School. How do you guys plan to beat them?
We got to beat them on the scoreboard. And we definitely got to play full quarters with them. If they're gonna come in there thinking, they're gonna win. We just gotta do better. That's all.
Now they are moving on to the second round of regionals, where they will face Hermitage High School this Friday, November 17th. Make sure to come out and support your team. Keep pushing, Blue Devils. You guys got this. Now back to you guys.
Let's go. Let's touchdown.
All right, that's been the Hopewell Vibe. See y'all next time.
Thank you for watching.